Going into college as a freshman, there were so many things like I thought I needed to know.
To do 8 hours a whole day in high school, what were they on?
Whether you go away, whether you don't go away, like college is definitely like just a responsibility test.
I had just turned 21 that year, and I was going out every weekend. Like every Friday, I was going out, and then the next day, I'll have a Saturday 8 a.m. class.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to Dorm Room 101 podcast, the podcast that has everything and nothing to do about college. I'm your girl, Maya Gittins. I don't know why I say my last name, but whatever. I just realized that.
Yeah. I'm your girl, Victoria.
And yeah, we are back, guys. So, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna talk about something the last time, but I was in like, first of all, this is TMI, sorry for the guys that are like recording for us today, but I had gotten my period, right? Dead. Like, I was so emotional.
Oh my God. What's going on? Because me too. And then my cousin was like, I was just having like breakdowns.
Yeah.
Like throughout my whole period.
I was literally going through it and I was like, all right, like, I don't know what's in the air right now, but I was like sitting there, I was like contemplating everything. And I was like, girl, I don't know why you're contemplating. And then I think that's when I went to sleep. I was like, all right, it's just time to go to bed. Like, cut your brain off. Let your dreams from Shark Boy and Lava Girl come to life. Dream. Like, because I could not. I literally was sitting there and I was like, this is just too much. I don't think people understand, like, ladies, I know y'all get it. Them period, like, moodiness.
What? I was having meltdown after meltdown.
And I was for like, no reason. What is going on? And I was like, I feel like they be for reasons, but, like, they be, I feel like your period just, like, maximizes everything you've been feeling that you've been like trying to keep down.
Yeah.
And your period's just like poke, and it pop. Yeah. And it's like,
and on top of that, you're going through cramps and stuff. So it's like nobody touched me, nobody talked to me.
I be in pain. I be sitting there like, all right, like I'm hurting right now. Like my period cramps haven't been that bad recently, but I remember not this period that I have now, but the last one. Fever. I basically had a common cold.
Really?
And I was like, what do I have to do to like fix this? I really want to go to the doctor because I want to see like, do I have PMS?
And what's the other thing? It's like endometriosis.
Yeah, like I don't.
This last period that I had, I thought I had that for a second. Let me tell you, because I don't know why my cramps were so bad, and I was waking up in the middle of the night like screaming in pain. Yeah, like I was. It was so bad. Yeah. So bad.
It's literally, listen, guys, it's like getting punched in your area constantly. Like somebody's just stepping on it. Like, imagine, I know guys that's like been kicked in like the balls before. Like, imagine being like constantly, like just no stopping, just like bow. And as soon as you get like a break, you might fall asleep. And then somebody starts kicking you again. That's literally what it feels like it could be 3 days. It could be a week. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 5 days. It could be 7 days. That constant pain. And you want me to have a child? Oh
my gosh. That's like a reminder for me not to have.
Really?
Like every time I get cramps, I'm like, I'm not having kids. Like this hurts so bad. Like,
I'm crying.
Because they say that labor pains is worse.
Yeah, they do say that.
So I'm like, worse pain than this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't catch me.
I'll be real quick to pop a freaking a 500 milligram ibuprofen. Two of them.
Oh my gosh, one time, right? So I had surgery and they gave me oxycodone for the surgery. And I was taking it and I was like, I don't really need it no more. Like I didn't really see it like helping. Like I felt like I could have just took Tylenol. Yeah. I ended up getting my period during that time, and I was taking the oxys for my cramps. It was the best thing I've ever done. It was the best thing I ever done. Like, it would take away like that.
Literally,
I'm not trying to promote anybody like doing that. Like, I had a surgery. That's the only reason why I was taking it, but it was working.
I'm telling you, like, bro, they have to come up with something that can like really help, like cramps. I know there's companies probably out there that's like, oh, this works. Listen, like, send it to us because I need to try something that is gonna help me. Because I be wanting to go to the gym my first 2 days. I can't. I can only go my third and maybe my fourth day. Yeah. That's it.
I think that's what made me like slack before in the past and with the gym is getting my period.
You know what's crazy? I will never forget my freshman year of college, right? Oh my gosh. This is very TMI, but I've never like bled while working out. Like obviously like tampons, like that's what we use. Super. Like, you know, the first day. And I remember working out. And I guess I was working out too hard. And I just I was like, something doesn't feel right. And I had on like a lighter color, like I had the cutest, this new workout set I just got. And I bled straight through it. And after that, never went back to the gym. Like on my period the first day. Because I was like, okay, like let me try. Because people say like going to the gym and like maybe walking on the treadmill. Helps. I will never go to the gym.
That's the worst, like leaking in public.
What?
Oh my gosh. The first time like I've ever like leaked in public for my period, it was in school.
Really?
It was in school and I was like in 6th grade and like I didn't know like I was getting my period. Like I wasn't on it or whatever, but I guess it was the first day. And I was just in class, you know, chilling. And, you know, it was time to go to the next period. Yeah. And I get up and there's this boy and he's like collecting the chairs. He's like collecting the chairs. And I get up and he looks at the chair. We're in 6th grade. He looks at the chair and he's like, what is that?
Oh, I would literally cry.
He goes, and I look down and then he's like, is that your period? And then like everybody started like looking.
Ew.
It was like the worst experience ever. And I went and all my friends like took me and they put like my backpack around me so like nobody would see like I had my period. I went to the bathroom and I was locked in I was so embarrassed.
Oh my god.
So embarrassed. Like he was just like he looked scared.
Listen, we all bleed somewhere, okay?
Like, you know that, like, movie or whatever where, like, the girl gets her period and, like, the guys start freaking out and stuff? Like, I felt like he was like that for him. Like, he was just in shock. Like this girl got her period.
No, seriously. I would literally sit there and be like, no. But even, like, doing... Sorry, guys.
I know. They're, like, listening to everything.
Even, like... I don't know, like, even that my freshman year, I was just like, bro, like, I've gotten my period, obviously, this whole time, and this one time, my favorite workout set that I look good, like, I look good in, feel confident in working out, you just gonna mess it up. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's absolutely no way that just happened. And I'm sitting there like, ugh. And this guy, a gym, we call them, like, gym bros or whatever, he was like, hey, like, and I was like, what? Took my headphone off. He was like, you're bleeding bad. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I see a little. No, he was like, you're bleeding bad. And I was like, and he took off his hoodie and he was like,
at least he took off the hoodie for you.
He was like, here you go. And he was like that. He was like, it's not like, he's one of those that's like very straightforward, very honest. He was like, it's not even a fix. Like, you need to go home. And I was like, you're right. So speaking of being a freshman and having those type of mistakes, you know, that's not for all freshmen because, you know, we have boy freshmen too. But ladies, just I don't work out on your period the first 2 days or like whatever. Some people's periods are light, like really light though. But honestly, I would say like switching gears. Let me say that.
Yeah.
My freshman year of college definitely was an experience. I think I learned a lot, but I think in that situation, I feel like I learned, like, don't ever go to the gym. Because, like, I thought I was fine, but sometimes people say, like, it can make it, like, a lot more heavier, like, you know, things like that. So, we'll never do it again. But I would say, as a freshman, things that I not wish that I knew, but, like, I had, is like a portable fan. Well, we kind of talked about it. If you haven't seen like Surviving Freshman Year, go watch that. But if you are living in a dorm and you have a public bathroom, get a caddy. Get a shower caddy because you are not, like, you need it. You need a shower caddy because you need to be able to, like, you know, have all your stuff, go in the shower, and have shower shoes. If you are going in a public shower barefoot, you are disgusting.
Ew.
Look, once again, that's my opinion. If you love it, I don't like it, but enjoy. But shower shoes. You need shower shoes. I'm not gonna lie. Because then you don't know, like, them floors, people's feet, like.
That's just the feeling of it is gross.
Like gritty.
Ooh. Stop. Ew.
Like, please get shower shoes because it's nasty out here. Like, in my head, do y'all really think they be cleaning those floors? No. They might do a little scrub-a-dub.
Right.
But they're not cleaning those floors. Like, you need to, please.
Yeah.
Like, that, please. So gross. Get a shower caddy. That was one of my main things. I really don't have nothing else to say. I'm just kidding. But no, please get a shower caddy. If you are
dorming.
Okay. In a public dormitory, please. And shower shoes. I raised my case.
Dang. I never like experienced that where it's like you shower with in the same thing as people, like.
It's disgusting.
Do they have coverings? Like,
I mean, they have a little sheet.
Okay.
It's like a.
Or is it just like everyone's free balling?
I've never been to jail, but it's like, have you ever seen like Scared Straight where the showers are like, it's just like a sheet?
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. It's like 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Because I've been to like
public pools and they don't have nothing. Like, they just have the showers. And I guess because, like, you know, people will shower with their bathing suits. But there's been times that I've been to the public pool and it's free like granny next to me, free balling.
Free balling. She don't give 2 craps. Yeah. No, they had like a little curtain that you could, like, you know, but it just was like, like, it was just disgusting. Like, I've never showered like in the morning or like really late at night. I tried to do like midday when like I knew most people were at class because it was just like too many people. Like, girls were dyeing their hair. Like, it was just a lot.
Dyeing their hair?
They were dyeing their hair in the bathroom. So, like, the dye was, like, on the floor. Like, it was just gross. Like, I was like, this is nasty. And I remember us having, like, a couple meetings. Like, hey, girls, like, let's keep the public bathroom clean. Like, flush the toilet. If you are on your period, like, put it, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, people were like, la, 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 living my life. I was like, that's absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. But I guess, like, as a freshman, obviously, because you just kind of, like, finished. Not just finished, but you finished your freshman year. Like, what do you feel like, essentially, like, you either had that, like, really, really helped? Or, like, things that you're, like, oh, I wish I had that or needed that or whatever during your freshman year? She's like,
it's really hard because I was online.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
So.
Okay. What did you use online that helped you during your freshman year?
Oh, get Chegg.
Look. Oh, yeah. How much is Chegg? Is it like, because I know that, I don't know if there's like a free version.
I think it's $15.
Okay. That unsure of like, I think.
Get it.
No, I heard Chegg is really
Quizlet. Good. Get all of those.
Quizlet.
Best thing.
I'm not gonna lie, checking Quizlet 100%. I used Quizlet in high school first. And then people were like, oh, get Chegg. And I was like, why? And then I started putting information in and I figured out Chegg and what it was capable of. Yeah. And I was like, that's the spot.
Especially when it came to like reading books. You didn't read the book.
Spark Notes. That's what I was saying.
Spark Notes.
That's definitely something that I used. I'm trying to think during like
I would read other people's essays on the books just to
really see. I didn't know Chegg was like that.
Yeah.
I would like. I'm out of college now, so who cares? But I would copy like a answer or a question, and Chegg was able to like find it based on that school, like my school, and I'd be like, oh, there's the answer.
Yeah.
There was another app that I used. It had like an owl on it. Crap. And you could take a picture of the question and it'll like try to find the answer for you. What is it called? I don't remember. Crap. Owl? Maybe Owl?
Oh, Grammarly?
Yes.
Because when you're doing those essays, and I struggle with my grammar a lot.
Yeah.
So that really helps with
that's,
me.
I mean, shoot, that's also why we got ChatGPT now too.
Use Grammarly.
Yeah. Bro. I would say Grammarly, because Grammarly obviously has updated from,
and it does citations too.
Yeah. It recently they have the AI now, like the AI where you can like help write out your essay. But I really like ChatGPT for like templates. Let's say if you've never done Chicago, this is just going off PR, but if you've never done Chicago style, you've never done, or you forgot what PEMDAS is like you can literally use ChatGPT to ask the questions. They give you an example and like help you go through it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until
I think sometimes though you have to be careful with ChatGPT, because I've tried ChatGPT with like math to see how like it's done, because I don't know, like my learning, like the way, hold on, I'm trying to get the right words.
No.
There's some, all right, so since I took online and stuff, like if they would give us like where we had to read something and learn it ourselves, like I cannot do that. Yeah. And I have to physically see it written out and break down the math problem and everything. So sometimes I will go on ChatGPT to see if it can break it down for me.
Okay.
And when I compared it to the actual answer, the answers would be wrong.
Yeah.
So there was something off that the robot was doing that wasn't making the answer right.
Okay.
So it does work for certain math.
Yeah, that's why I always say PR.
Not
like
everything.
I feel like ChatGPT is a really good writing source. But like let's say if you've I think of ChatGPT as like we said before, like as a resource. Like if I say, oh, like what's PEMDAS again? Like things like that. Like it can tell me like, oh, PEMDAS is this, and it'll show you kind of like the example you do what's in the parentheses. Like that way, I feel like with them, like you said, you can't really put an actual equation in and they can like solve it. That's where I go to check for.
Yeah.
There was a guy on YouTube who was like really good at math. He had like a whole mathematical like YouTube, and he would show you like statistics, like how to do certain things. That's why I fell in love with like trigonometry. Like when I did all that stuff, that's when I was like, oh, I could probably do this, but I wasn't going to pursue math as a major. Or like, I don't know if you could you do math as a major? Probably.
I think so.
I wasn't going to pursue it, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So I was like, but I grew to, I guess,
for like stuff like chemistry.
Yeah. I grew to like excel because of math.
Yeah.
So that's when I learned like, oh, you can put equal plus sum. Like that's where I started to like math.
That's what I like about Excel. Yeah. Because you could literally just put in the equation. That's what I did for my finance class.
Really?
So we would just he would basically just give us the plugins for whatever. And then whenever we did our homework, we would just put in the numbers and then figure it out for us.
Wow. I'm telling you, I feel like going into college as a freshman, there were so many things like I thought I needed to know. And I honestly didn't need to know anything. All I needed to do was go in and try.
Yeah. And
just see what the outcome was. And I think that's something that I really enjoyed as a whole, like just being a freshman overall. Because obviously it is, and I think people don't understand that, it is a huge transition from high school to college. Because one, you're going from having a set schedule in high school from, let's say, 7 a.m. or what are times for high school? Like 7 to 2?
I used to do like 8 to like 1 or 8 to 2.
Okay, so like let's say 8 to 2. Like you're taking these classes, whatever. When you get to college, you're making your own schedule. You're responsible for getting up, getting to class, figuring that out, making sure you're checking. Like there's such a huge 360 transition that you have to learn.
Well, that's what I kind of low-key like about college.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm not there the whole day. I could just go one day.
3 classes, 2 classes.
Right. Like, just take one class for the day.
Yeah.
Next day, I got to do it again. Like, and I just have, like, to do 8 hours a whole day in high school, what were they on?
No.
What were they on?
That was insane.
That's exhausting.
It is. And it was like, you felt like you were learning, but like, it was like, I don't really know what's going on. Yeah. Like, you know, I definitely feel like I said, that's a huge transition. So for all you freshmen going into college, like, don't have an expectation, like, at all. Because as soon as you're like, oh, I'm expecting, you know, this, sometimes your expectations might get a little burnt out.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's not like your high school. It's not like your middle school for sure. Like, it definitely doesn't work that way.
I think it's based on you, like the person. Like, if you want to have a good college experience, you will have a good college experience and stuff. Like, what you do, the decisions you make in college, that's what's gonna make your experience.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Because even like when you look back at I was a freshman during COVID, being a freshman, what? Like, I had a great time because by my sophomore year, it was like, you know, your freshman year was like online. Like, so a lot of things were changing. You had to adapt. Like, so now the fact that you, class of 2020, I don't know, whatever, the freshman class that are coming in or whoever's in college right now, you actually get to experience like full-time campus, college, whatever. But also, I feel like I like the fact that they have the option to do online if they don't want to go to like in-person classes. If you are like, one thing I will say as a freshman, if you do have like a packed schedule, I would say try to take, I think there's like a credit limit. You have to take like 12 credits or something a semester. Like, you have to take a certain amount of credits a semester.
Yeah, to like be full-time.
To be full-time. I would always say, like, if you're a freshman, get those gen eds out the way. Like, honestly, they're probably the most boring class you are going to be taking most of the time because they're literally just gen ed. It's like your freshman year is literally starting high school kind of a little bit all over again, but just on like your timing.
Yeah.
But those classes are really like high school, like 101, 2.0.
Yeah.
But it's necessary, obviously. But that's why I say, like, maybe if you're a senior or whatever, take whatever classes you may need, which I think are AP classes, which I will never take.
You know what's weird though? Like, I kind of like taking my harder classes instead of gen ed because I took my general and they're the most easiest classes.
They are.
Like, I know they're the most boring.
They're so boring.
But I'd rather get rid of the hard classes first and get it over with and then do my gen ed, and it's just like, it's easy work. It's just boring. I don't even know
if you could do it. I didn't know you could do it that way. I thought you had
I don't think you can, but it was something I would rather do.
I was like, if I could, I would took all my gen eds my senior year.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that you do have to like get them out the way.
Yeah,
but
because I mean, either way too, I think you have to take them in order to take certain
classes. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could, once you take those gen ed, I would say schedule wise, this is obviously optional, whatever. But like your Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes, let those be like your gen eds, and let your Tuesday and Thursday be like your electives. So at least you have time, like things that you like, and then your other days are things that like you have to do. So you kind of get like the best of both worlds. I'm like, oh, I want to try this class. Oh, but you know, your Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're like, ugh, I gotta take these gen eds. But you know, Tuesday and Thursdays in between, that you have like your elective time, or like your me time is what I would call them.
How was like your schedule? Like, did you do like morning classes a lot, or did you do night classes? Like,
didn't do any night classes. For me, time wise, I made sure my classes were in between 10 and 2.
Okay.
After 2 o'clock, I'm not taking no classes. Like, my last class ended at 2:30. And I did that from freshman year to literally senior year.
Yeah.
I think by my senior year, my last class was at like 12.
I think if you're a person that you like to party, go out, or like don't take, I guess you could say, nighttime classes. Yeah. I had a 5 p.m. class once, and I just didn't like it because I like to do stuff throughout the day. Another thing too, do not take Saturday morning classes. That's one thing. My freshman year, I had just turned 21. Maybe it's a little different for everyone because I started like college late, but I had just turned 21 that year, and I was going out every weekend. Like every Friday I was going out, and then the next day I would have a Saturday 8 a.m. class. It was exhausting, and it's like, imagine having like a hangover, or you drunk, or like not even like getting drunk, but like just going out on a late night, and then you have to wake up at 8 a.m. for a Saturday class. Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
So I would not recommend it. Ever since I did that, I would never do like a Saturday.
A Saturday class? I've never heard of a Saturday class.
Yeah. And even too, like if you want to do stuff on the weekend, like let's say like, I don't know, you want to go out for the weekend and go away.
Go home or something.
Yeah, go do something, whatever. You have an 8 a.m. class. It just sucks.
Yeah, and you have to go. One advice that I have and this is for freshmen, but also just all across the board. But I feel like as a sophomore, you've been there already, so y'all really don't need this. But as a freshman, literally those 3 days that you get an excused absence, use them wisely, because you might get sick, something might happen. You need those days. So don't just be like, oh, I don't feel like going today. No. Try to go as much as possible, because you never know. I did that one time where like I just used it my freshman year, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to class. And I had gotten really sick, and I was like, oh, I literally have no more like days. And I literally had to go to like our medical center or whatever and like get like something from them instead of just having a day to myself. And I think I was sick because I was so overwhelmed with like all the work and everything that was going on. And I was just like, oh my God, like I need like space, I need time. And I basically wound up getting like a little sick, and I literally had no excuse days anymore. I would always say like you could like, I always use them like towards the end of the year, because by the end of the semester you don't really like go to class. It's more so just like, if you want to come, you want to come. Sometimes if you don't use them at all, you can ask your teacher, hey, since I have no like absences, can I use my 3 that I never used for like extra credit? Some teachers they're like, oh, like they're willing to do that. So I would say definitely try that, because you can use it, babes. You could definitely use it. But I mean, going into your freshman year, I always say like try everything, and like do everything that you want, because go out, party. Like this is, don't party too much. Don't try everything, because everything ain't for you. But I would definitely say enjoy like your freshman year. Enjoy college as a whole, because it's definitely an experience, and it's fun. Like it genuinely is. Like whether you go away, whether you don't go away, like college is definitely like just a responsibility test, genuinely, to see if you like it or not. I mean, it definitely costs, so choose wisely.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money, so I would definitely say choose wisely. But we have our, oops, I'm literally calling somebody. My bad. Did not mean to call you, babes. Or the questions that I have for this topic, or not the topic, is where is it? Okay. Mike, these are the questions. Oh my god, stop. Oh, okay. So, would you, this or that, living close to your school and commuting, or living farther, or living that was not what I meant to say. Living close to campus or living on campus. So basically like commuting, or basically not commuting, but living close to campus or like living on campus.
Living close to campus.
Okay. She's like,
I don't dorm.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't dorm. So,
I would say the same thing. I loved having an apartment like off campus and like still living close.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't want to drive on campus, I knew that there was a bus that could like pick me up from my apartment.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them girls. Like I was very, not bougie, but like I just didn't want to take the bus that early in the morning and wait outside, especially when it got cold.
Yeah.
I brought a parking pass for $550.
When it gets cold, you do not want to wait outside.
I do not. I paid $550 for that parking pass to park on campus, which I really didn't need.
Yeah.
But it was useful because I didn't have to wait for no bus.
I would do the same thing. I don't blame you.
$550 is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth it because they'd be like, "Maya, you drove?" I sure did. You taking us home? Because like me and my roommates, like we would basically like drive together. Especially me and Camille, we would have a 9 a.m. So we would leave around the same time anyway. I'm like, "Hey, I'm driving today. Like, you want to?" She's like, yeah, absolutely. So like little things like that, they do matter. But I wouldn't listen. I was driving to class. I was paying that money. Oh, I have a question. Okay. I'll wait for that. But I can ask, how would you balance as a freshman social life and prioritizing academics?
As a freshman, I didn't do that.
Same here.
Because I guess, I don't know, me taking advantage of the online, I was kind of just like, oh, I could do whatever I want. Yeah. And I was staying out late a lot as a freshman. Like,
and you're in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I was staying out late, like just having fun.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was balancing. I'm not gonna lie. I low-key was balancing.
Period.
Because even though I was getting home late, I was getting the work done.
Period.
Yeah. So
and that's all that matters.
If you think, oh, I'm gonna go out and I'm not gonna get work, don't go out.
Yeah.
But
her, on the other hand,
you know what? Learn to tell people no. Too. Your friends want to be like, oh, why you not going out? Yeah. Tell people
I'd be like, you want to do this paper for me?
Right.
I didn't think so.
Prioritize school first, no matter what. No matter what it is. Because I remember there had been times where like I knew it was going to be a rough weekend.
Yeah.
And I had to get a paper done. I'm not doing it. Like if it was finals week, during my finals week, I was not playing about that. I was like, you won't see me outside.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to be tired.
Yeah. For
like even though I could do it because I've done it before, but I'm not gonna be tired and
I agree. I would say I did a pretty good job my freshman year because, like I said before, like I wasn't a party. Like my dad didn't really let me go out. So my freshman year, I was nervous. I was scared to go out because one, that man had my location, and I didn't want to. Maya, I wasn't messing with that. So I didn't really want to go out. So I prioritized school more than I prioritized my social life. But I ain't gonna lie, when I got to my junior year, girl, I was outside.
You was outside.
I was outside. I'm not gonna lie. But my freshman year, I think a better way that I could have balanced if my dad wasn't who he was.
Yeah.
I think that, like you said, learning to say no, but also like giving myself grace and like time to do stuff, and like having that planner on like, okay, these need to get done before Friday. Like there's no, if your friends are like, hey, there's this party, we are going, and you're like, damn, I do want to go. Okay, I know that these need to get done before 11:55 or 11:59.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
And I know that this class is, these are the classes that I have on these days or whatever. I know we're not going to have no homework. Prioritize that and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just learning that organization in college is so important.
Don't wait till last minute to when it's close to due date. If you know something is due on a certain day and you want to go out for the weekend, do everything by Tuesday or Wednesday. No, and then you good. At least
if you want to give yourself a little wiggle room. When I say wiggle room, Thursday is that cutoff. Yeah. Because Thursday is really the start of the weekend in college at that point. Because Friday, 9 out of 10, a lot of teachers are letting you out early. Might not even come to class. Maybe be like, now that teachers have the option to go online, they'll be like, hey, we're just going to be online. So Thursday, I would say give yourself like that cutoff to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give myself until Thursday. Like, if your friends actually go on a Tuesday, come on, it's a school night. Like, cool. If you have the time and you're like, oh, well, I really don't got nothing to do, fine. But that's where that planner, that organization comes in so that you can have that wiggle room to balance your social life and prioritize school.
Don't wait till last minute. I mean, there's been a time where I was doing my essay at a brunch.
You did say that.
It's not fun. It's literally not sitting there fun. Because you wanna be enjoying your night.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't want to worry about an essay at all. So yeah, guys. For freshmen, my piece of advice, I don't know. It's so going into your freshman year, it could be like a good, like, it can take a toll on you. So I would definitely say, like, try to learn how to balance beforehand. You know, definitely get planners. I would definitely say your essentials for college, besides like your clothes, your sneakers, whatever, is definitely at least 3 different color notebooks, because that definitely helps, because I'd be forgetting which notebook is which. Folders, yes, definitely folders. And that planner, there's this girl that I saw on Instagram. She specifically made a planner for college students. And it literally has everything you need. I'm going to try to find it. I think I sent it to you once, and I was like, we need to figure this out. I'm going to put that in, like, the description down below in the video, so you guys can go get that, because it's very helpful. It literally has everything you need, from grocery lists to, like, she thought this through, very much so. So I would definitely say get that planner. I wonder if she has a digital copy, because it would be great if she had a digital copy. But I know she has a physical copy. But yeah, I would definitely say planner, plan. That's my piece of advice. Plan, please. Plan. Plan.
And not just spelling planner wrong.
Oh my god, I meant to say plan. I said
clan.
Yeah, I said plan.
They said clan.
No, plan. Oh. Plan. What do you have a piece of advice for freshmen? Don't do your assignment at brunch.
Yeah, don't do your assignment at brunch. Bro, just do what you gotta do. That's it. Like, if you want to,
yeah, you will make mistakes though, yes. But you know, because we
get
definitely
the work done.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't want to work these days. Let me stop.
I mean, hey, now you could get paid off TikTok being on live. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it either.
Right.
But honestly, listen, if you can find a way to use TikTok to your advantage while you're in college, like, you could be in class and you could literally just get on TikTok live and be like, I'm literally in statistics and this is what we're learning, and shit the camera up. People are gonna watch that. I probably will watch that. I'm not gonna lie. So, if you're looking to make, I would say quick money, I guess, besides like getting an actual job in college. Also, my other advice: don't get a job as a freshman, because you really need to figure out your life before you decide to like pick up a job, because it can be very demanding. So don't do that, because I did that and I quit very fast. She was like, "Oh, you have to work from this time." I said, "Girl, no."
Yeah.
Because I didn't even have time to study, and there was no way for me to really balance. So, don't do it. Don't get a job. Get a planner. And just be organized. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a lot of adjusting, but you can do it. Don't think you can't. If you put your mind to something, you could get it done. And that's on what? Period. Too well. Okay, sorry guys. But this is Dorman 101 podcast, a podcast that has everything and nothing to do about college. Again, I'm your girl Maya Gittins.
And I'm your girl Victoria.
And we will see you guys in our next episode. Bye. Guys.